it would be a terrible mistake. But as we've seen throughout his political career, and particularly this second term, President Trump likes breeding chaos and fear. But what I will urge my fellow Chicagoans is to lay daisies at the feet of any military force that shows up in our city. Don't show up in mass. Don't show up to engage in antagonistic tactics. Let's show what we know, which is how to protest peacefully in the city of Chicago.
With attacking police officers, one of them with a skateboard, are set to appear in court this afternoon. Police and protesters are pointing the finger at each other, blaming each other for escalating the situation. There is a lot of video circulating on social media of the clashes downtown Saturday evening. These exchanges followed a demonstration in Millennium Park calling for defunding police, organized by groups including Good Kids Mad City, Increase the Peace, and March for Our Lives Chicago. Michigan and Wacker is where things escalated. A man was captured on video hitting an officer several times in the head with a skateboard. CPD released a series of video, one of them aimed at showing that their actions were justified. You see protesters putting on ponchos, opening umbrellas, linking arms, and then walking towards officers. Protesters say police rushed at them with batons, pepper spray, and stood in their way.
Well, I just want CPD, Lightfoot, and whoever the hell else to know one thing. This don't scare us off, it only makes us stronger. Well, I just want CPD, Lightfoot, and whoever the hell else to know one thing. This don't scare us off, it only makes us stronger. We are going to keep fighting every day if we have to.
Our police department is resolved to make sure that we protect peaceful protests, but we are absolutely not going to tolerate people who come to these protests looking for a fight and are intending to injure our police officers and injure innocent people who just come to be able to express their First Amendment rights.
Jeremy Johnson of Chicago is in court today, charged with hitting the officer with the skateboard. He is charged with felony battery. Another man from Burnham, Illinois, is charged with hitting an officer in the face with a bullhorn. Now, Police Superintendent David Brown blames agitators. He accuses these agitators of hijacking peaceful events. We will hear more as to what he has to say about what happened this weekend later this morning. Outside police headquarters, Judy Wang, WGN News.
Let the gun go. Let the fucking gun go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. 71st place is silent. Let the gun go. Let the gun go. Let the gun go. Let the fucking gun. Fuck off, bitch. Dry son. Dry son. Zero. Let the fucking gun go, bitch! We can get all of it. We'll use it down! Hey, drop the fucking gun! Taser! Zero. Put the fucking gun down! Dude, you let that gun go off, you're gonna get shot! I'm telling you! Got you. Put him in cuffs right now! No, get the fuck back! Get the fuck back! No, get the fuck back! Get back! Get back! Sorry, go. You're worried about the wrong shit! Give me a fucking hand! Let us know if we can pull it down. Fucking bitch ass motherfucker! Get the fuck back! Give me a fucking hand! Give me a fucking hand, bitch! Motherfucking shoot at me, bitch! Give me a fucking hand! Give me a fucking hand! I got his hand, right here. Can you talk? Can you talk? Hey, over there! Okay, so the best place is Tyler. Don't fucking move, motherfucker! I mean, you fucking pussy! Fuck you! Let me the hand, boy. I think this whole boy is this the latest best place for the gun that you guys are already on? Give me your hand. Hand. Wait, no, you don't have it. No. 6 bags a week. Over some weed, you did that shit, man? Oh, God, motherfucking dumb motherfucker.
You fucking pussy, fuck you.
Ambulance for us. We got a person shot. 715. 364.
Get him up. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up.
Chill. We can.
Chill.
Alright, so they called about a 70 fire for the ambulance. We got a person shot.
Anybody shot?
Give us a 3 why we got a person shot. 71st place and fire.
You pointed your gun at us. Multiple fucking times. Anybody shot over there?
Hey, boy.
He let a round off at me.
Multiple
times.
Fuck you, bitch. 7130. Get the streaming up right now.
Get him up. Get the fuck up. Relax.
Alright, 7130. Everyone from recovery 24 hours. And then go ahead with it. We got a wagon. Can we get the available gas?
Tonight in Chicago, a college campus suddenly erupted. Police and protesters doing battle because political tensions have reached a boiling point. It all started inside the University of Illinois Pavilion, where 10,000 or so people had gathered to see Donald Trump, not all of them Trump supporters. Then an abrupt announcement.
For the safety of all the tens of thousands of people that have gathered in and around the arena, tonight's rally will be postponed until another day. Thank you very much for your attendance, and please go in peace.
Instead, all hell broke loose. The clash continued even as the crowd spilled out onto the streets.
The police are again!
Tonight, Trump on MSNBC blamed it on people angry at Washington.
We have a country that's so divided that maybe even you don't understand. I've never seen anything like it.
Then he told CNN he's only seen love at his rallies.
Nobody's been hurt at our rallies.
The tension between Trump lovers and Trump haters has been building for weeks. Get out of here! Out! In Fayetteville, North Carolina this week, a demonstrator being escorted out of a rally got sucker punched by a 78-year-old man. John McGraw told Inside Edition he'd be tempted to throw more than an elbow. The next time we see him, we might have to kill him. He's now charged with assault and battery. Initially, the crowd did nothing to stop him. Protester told ABC affiliate WTVD he was there peacefully, and aside from protesting, nothing to provoke the man.
If it was the other way around, it would have been a different story.
Nigga, shut up, nigga. You hope the shit out
At
you,
that
nigga.
same rally, other protesters were attacked by other Trump supporters. Wow! The candidate himself has been accused of stoking the anger of his crowds.
We're not allowed to punch back anymore. I love the old days. You know what they used to do to guys like that when they were in a place like this? They'd be carried out on a stretcher, folks. I love the old days. You know what they used to do to guys like that when they were in a place like this? They'd be carried out on a stretcher, folks. So if you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them, would you? Seriously.
President Trump suggested he'd send the National Guard to Chicago because that's what people in the city want. Here's what he had to say.
And the people in Chicago, Mr. Vice President, are screaming for us to come. They're wearing red hats, just like this one. But they're wearing red hats. African-American ladies, beautiful ladies, are saying, please, President Trump, come to Chicago. Are screaming for us to come. They're wearing red hats, just like this one. But they're wearing red hats. African-American ladies, beautiful ladies, are saying, please, President Trump, come to Chicago. Please. I did great with the black vote, as you know, and they want something to happen. So I think Chicago will be our next, and then we'll help with
Baltimore, New York.
You heard the president's words right there. So what's your reaction to Trump's words and what he had to say?
It's painful to have a president who lives in his own fantasy world, who lies with such incredible ease. Nobody here in Chicago is asking him to come. Our violent crime rates are down as they...
Now let's see what those gorgeous, beautiful young ladies in Chicago talking about. I got on the red hats, y'all. Let's go.
Johnson says we're at the point of no return and you all don't need Trump help and you don't want the federal government to step in, then we're going to need them to do what, though? We're going to be...
Yeah, I mean, I think y'all need to get out here on the front line.
Hey, Davis.
Jane Davis, roll Jesse Jackson out. Who else? Tony Preckwinkle, get your walkers. Timothy Evans. Come on, Kwame Raoul, Governor Pritzer with them ankles. We see him. You know, like, let's go. Who else we got?
Brandon Johnson.
Since we got Texas, and we got Texas people to come on out.
Yeah.
They're still here, right?
Right.
Keep them on the front line. Go get Maxine Waters.
Get that wig.
Roll her hair.
Jasmine Crockett, get that wig together. Get her on the front line.
Yeah, I feel like all the men who, especially the ones who voted. Who vote for all the BS now.
The Hispanic KKK.
Yeah, the Hispanic KKK.
Byron Central Lopez, he said FI, remember he said abolish ICE.
Yeah.
He said that. We're going to need those people to what? To go stick because...
I mean, stand on the front of the pastors.
Yes.
Don't forget all the pastors now. Pastor T.L. Berry. And his son, Tory Berry. Don't forget Father Flager. Father Flager need to be right on the front line. Because did he walk on the highway that time?
Yeah, walk on the highway, close it down.
Yeah.
So we're going to need all these people to be on the front line because they're public service.
Public service. And our tax dollars is funding y'all lifestyle. To the point that we're losing our homes.
In our lives.
In our lives.
Yes, and crime is not down. So since they don't want help from the federal government, Trump and everything.
Don't send no funds, Trump.
Yeah.
Don't send no funds.
Because they don't steal them.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, but since they don't need they don't need Trump and they don't need no help from the federal government, then we're just gonna sit them on the front line.
Yeah, but if they don't answer and like if they not out there tomorrow, Trump, you gotta bring them.
Yes, if they're not out there tomorrow and we don't see them and boots on the ground, if we don't see them with the boots on the ground with the fans and arresting these criminals and things like that, we don't see them in like ICE. It's in our community.
I want Brandon Johnson there with his 120 police.
No, he can't have police. We need him to put the social workers that he wants us to have.
Yeah, but I want his police detail there too.
No, why we gonna have his police detail right there? Because I think we should let them show us how it's done. So I think we should have them on the front line.
Yeah, trauma, not treatment.
Yeah, and we should have a bunch of social workers too helping them arrest these violent
Matter of fact, all them people that y'all had in there lying at the Black Voter Scam barbecue yesterday, you need to have them on the front line too.
What's it going to take for you all to get your head up out of the sand? Chicago, we are bankrupt. I don't know if you all heard it, but CPS is bankrupt. We are facing a $734 million deficit after the Brandon administration spent over $600 million giving illegal aliens free everything. Now, because they prioritize illegal aliens over the citizens, now they had to lay off, 432 teachers and 677 special ed assistants. We've been trying to warn you all. Chicago flips red. We've been screaming from the rooftop. We've been trying to warn you guys. We are bankrupt. The Democratic Party, Governor Pritzker, just in the 2025 alone, the budget he spent for illegal aliens is $2.5 billion. Governor Pritzker has spent and is planning on spending $2.5.
I told y'all, ladies and gentlemen, in these Democratic sanctuary cities, they spent a whole lot of money investing into these illegal migrants, ladies and gentlemen. And y'all wondering where the money went. Only thing you have to do is follow the money trail, ladies and gentlemen. It's been right there in your face for the last 4 years. They've been spending money on these illegal migrants to replace niggas. The American people, especially niggas, They said niggas don't want to work. Niggas lazy. Niggas just want to collect welfare and food stamps and shit like that. So they came up with a plan to replace you niggas. And they had you niggas on the sideline capping for your own demise, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what I've been telling y'all for the last 4 years. Those people were not here for you. Look around today. They in solidarity for Ukraine. You'll see a lot of yellow and blue. In America, people are suffering, but yet they quick to lend their hand out to these other foreign countries. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen.
$1 billion for illegal aliens alone just for the year 2025. We've been trying to warn you all. These people do not care about the citizens, the American citizens, the Illinoisans, or Chicagoans. They don't care. We're bankrupt. But what do the administration do and your aldermen? They make sure.
What other cities are bankrupt, ladies and gentlemen? Look around. Is it a Democratic ran city that's bankrupt? Ask yourself, ladies and gentlemen, do they care about you? Let's go.
They voted to give themselves a raise, all while still lining their pockets with our money and spending it on our replacement, which is illegal aliens.
Mr. Vice President, are screaming for us to come. They're wearing red hats, just like this one, but they're wearing red hats. African-American ladies, beautiful ladies, are saying, please, President Trump, come to Chicago. Please. I did great with the black vote, as you know, and they want something to happen. So I think Chicago will be our next, and then we'll help with New York.
All them sanctuary cities.
You heard the president's words right
Now
there. So what's your reaction to Trump's words? What do you have to say?
It's painful to have a president who lives in his own fantasy world, who lies.
How he lied and your own people saying it.
Nobody here in Chicago is asking him to.
You telling a bold-faced lie. We just heard your peoples. You telling a bold-faced lie. We just heard your peoples. Stop lying.
Our violent crime rates are down as they are all across this country. He will manufacture a crisis. He will try to provoke confrontation and then use that as a justification. That's why we need to do what many before who engaged in peaceful protests, not only in this city, but across the country. We need to lay daisies at the feet of any military force here. The National Guard is not a police force. They are a military force. We've seen, unfortunately, tragedy strike when they've gone in other cities, particularly during the summer of 2020 in Minneapolis and Louisville. We don't need the National Guard here. We have great partnerships, and we have for decades with our local sheriff's department, the state police, our federal partners. There is no reason whatsoever that a political sideshow that President Trump is going to manufacture to send the military into the great city of Chicago. We're not going to have it. I'm confident that there will be lawsuits that will be brought, but we are mobilizing neighborhood by neighborhood to make sure that our residents actually feel safe, that our small businesses do not suffer economically as has happened in other cities, but we'll be prepared to push back on what is an absolutely illegal authoritarian action on the part of this,
He's the president.
Of this president.
Now, when you were mayor in 2021, you actually asked then U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland to send ATF agents to Chicago for 6 months, as well as more federal prosecutors and federal marshals. So should Chicago welcome help from the National Guard as well? What's the difference here?
Right.
No, the difference in the summer of 2020, we were awash in illegal guns, and we needed additional support from the federal government to frankly step up and do its job. That is far different than what the experience is that we're talking about now. And that was actually not Merrick Garland in 2020. That was under the Trump administration. What we said is, look, if you really want to be a partner with us, help us stop the flow of illegal guns. Pass federal common sense gun control measures. Of course, no support from the federal government for the things that we actually needed were forthcoming. So it's an apples to apples situation. And again, the National Guard is not a police force. They are a military force. They are trained not to de-escalate. not to build relationships with community in a time of crisis. What they're trained to do is put down a threat with lethal force. That is not what we need in this moment in Chicago. Now, we've welcomed the National Guard. They were great partners and friends of ours through COVID, through other national disasters. That is what they were built to do domestically in communities. They are not
and choosing her narrative, y'all.
And that's got to be very clear. We don't need them to do policing on the streets of Chicago.
And I was referring to under the Biden administration in 2021. But I do want to ask you this then. You said that's not what Chicago needs. So what does Chicago need right now?
Chicago needs to make sure that federal
them
funds
illegal
to
migrants
shore up our social safety net, whether it's from Medicaid, whether it's for food programs, whether it's support for after-school programs. That's where we need the federal government to step up and do its job. But what we don't need is a manufactured crisis where the military is here. So Donald Trump gets this visual of acting like he's the commander-in-chief and taking over control of local cities. That is a stage act. We don't need that. We need him to focus on doing what he said he would do, which is to lower gas prices, to lower grocery prices, to make sure that we're not involved in any more foreign wars. All the things that he promised that he was going to do, he's failed miserably. So this is a distraction from the fact that in 9 months, he has failed to do his job as president of the United States.
Now, within those 9 months, President Trump has sent or threatened to send troops to LA, DC, Chicago, New York, and now Baltimore. So why do you think those cities are on his list?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They're all Democratic cities. And many of those cities are all controlled by black mayors. This is reactivating his playbook from his campaign in 2020 when he went after Chicago and D.C. and Atlanta and other cities run by Democratic mayors, and many of them at that time run by black women. Trump does not believe the city are his allies, and so he wants to attack us, even though cities across this country are 80% of the GDP. The American economy would crater without the resources and economic firepower that cities bring to bear. He doesn't care about that. He wants to make sure that we submit to his will, and that is never going to happen in the city of Chicago.
But CPS is bankrupt. We are facing a $734 million deficit after the Brandon administration spent over $600 million giving illegal aliens free everything. Now, because they prioritize illegal aliens over the citizens, now they had to lay off, 432 teachers and 677 special ed assistants. We've been trying to warn you all. Chicago flips red. We've been screaming from the rooftop. We've been trying to warn you guys. We are bankrupt. The Democratic Party, Governor Pritzker, just in the 2025 alone, spent the budget he spent for illegal aliens is $2.5 billion. Governor Pritzker has spent and is planning on spending $2.5 billion for illegal aliens alone just for the year 2025.